It's been a minute. And hello. Hi! Volume, yes, volume, good. I am adjusting, I am making adjustments to things. Okay, good, you can hear me. Hi! Is the music too loud? Is the music gone now by accident? Hi! Hi, name! Hi, hello! It's great right now? Okay. I am currently listening to the Halloween Lo-Fi, Lo-Fi Girl. They have given permission for anyone to just kind of use their music on streams if necessary. So I've got you there. You guys are welcome to sign up yourself and go check them out as long as you give... Oh, I don't have it logged in! Oh no, hold on! Where is my weather app? What is it called? Oh no, I need Hecate. I don't remember what the weather is called. Ah! So I stopped everything and I completely restarted all the things. And now I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I like? Hi. Don't tell me to breathe. I'll breathe, but I want to breathe. Ah! I will hug this place. Ah! I'll hug him twice. Did everybody miss Monty? I missed Monty, and Monty missed all of you. Ah! Ah! Hi. Oh, you're all precious and wonderful. Hello. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys have been terrified to come back. Okay, it's been overwhelming, and I've been very scared to come back. And I realized I needed to do it today, or I was scared I was not going to do it at all. Because today is allowed to be a chill sort of day because it's a Q&A. It's allowed to be a just chatting only. So it's allowed to be something different. Thank you. I'm so glad to be back. I have missed this. I've missed this so much, you guys. It's been a rough year. It's been a rough year. Let's do some brief housekeeping. For those of you who are new, hi, hello, I'm Pixie, Cozy Chaos Gremlin, and, that's what I got. You'll learn that very quickly. And for all of you who are returning friends, which is, I believe, everyone in chat right now, I love you all, and I'm very excited to have you here. It's been a really rough year. It's been I realized the other day that I had, Mix It Up wants to bring up things, I just don't know where the image is. We're gonna find it. Thank you, I need this to do things like this so I know what commands I am missing. I need it to do this, so that I know exactly what I have to, thank you. Nobody's gonna yell at me, listen, I'm not used to that still, so there we go. Let's try the fox again. Let's try the fox. Oh no, that was Mapweaver. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. Don't try it. Don't do it yet. The only loud voices is excitement. I love that. Thank you. There it is. So that's, and then Mapweaver was supposed to be the other image that's not. That's great. Amazing. Where is it? That. Okay, let's try those. And as you can all see, Kippo got a little bit of an upgrade. If you see down in the corner, if you see my new little adorable Galaxy Fox Kippo, him new. And he got a little Galaxy makeover. And he's got custom bits that go with him. Oh, thank you. That was like the last hour of before I went live. It was Cody and I in here trying to make the camera and lighting work for the new space. because it was a struggle. It's a much smaller desk, which means I'm much closer to everything, and there's not a lot of depth for me to experiment with. And so that kind of changes some things. I also don't have the, sorry. Thank you. I'm excited. Did real good. I tried. Sorry, the music is a bop, and I'm enjoying it very, very much. Professional. I don't know why. I decided with my anxiety that I needed. Thank you. It really does, doesn't it? Yes, if you all haven't seen my new birthday tattoo. Strunk. Love it. It's all healed now. She's all good and healed, and I'm very happy about that. But yeah, it was, so this desk injured me. Yeah, wings. The wings. Can we get some forever hype for, oh yes, for Cody? Absolutely. Also, Cody is doing his own stream, so I'm gonna need everyone to go follow him at some point. Stone Codex. He's not in the chat right now, but go check him out. Oh good, that still works. Go check him out, definitely, because we did have to shut down the rep, recently, and it was fairly painful for us, but Cody is also going through his own journey of trying to come back to streaming, just like I was, and we're both on some paths over there, and here. He is not an affiliate yet, because he hasn't started streaming yet, and so we won't be able to sub to him, but you can definitely follow him, and you should. So, we love the forever Cody hype. He's precious. Yeah, this desk is a little bit different. This setup is a little bit different, for me, and I'm learning it out. Like, I'm figuring it out. Don't I already follow him? Apparently I don't. Whoops. Like, I keep on accidentally bumping into things that I shouldn't. I'm gonna have to cover everything in soft. Because of course I am. Because I am me. You're welcome. So, we are gonna find out what the hell the app is that makes the weather happen. It's like a game. Hold on. I know who told me. I know who told me that it existed. Heck, I'd say. Unless you're in chat. You might be in chat. If you are, please tell me what the... Oh, I found it! Never mind. Fine. I did it. I figured it out. Hi, Hecate! Can we give her a shout out, or them a shout out too, please? Beg of you, please, a shout out for the lovely Hecate. I did find the answer I was looking for. Stream weather. Yep, they're already there. I just gotta copy this and give us an overlay. Weather. I know. Shush. I know you're in front of my face right now. It's fine. What? Did you just find it? I'm sorry. I love you. I don't know what I did. Anyway. You're pretty. Oh, there's a cooldown on shoutout? Since when? That's so dumb. Okay. Refresh, please. Refresh. Now let's try. That's so dumb. I'm gonna need you to refresh, please. There's a setting you're gonna fight with later. Amazing. I love that. Okay. Oh man, I gotta change some of these frickin'... I gotta change some of these. Why are you being like this? All the shoutouts. Give me a second. I'm gonna switch and see if it comes back. Good, it just jumped. Alright, cool. Amazing. Love that for me. All the shoutouts. Listen, I'm fine with this, actually. You hear the noise from Make It Leaf, but it's not showing up. It's weird. That's bizarre. I had to grant Twitch permission again. You're playing Space Marine 2 and enjoying the drama of it. I love that, honestly. Alright. Okay. You do you. The weather should not be that loud, I feel like. Okay. I don't know why it won't do that. We'll figure it out, though. We will eventually figure out what's happening with the... Grab the wrong book. Started to make yourself... No, free love in Japanese. Okay. I love all of you very, very much. I'm very excited to be back. We have Q's to A. We have questions to answer. That... Everyone please give Voodoo some love. I love everything that just happened there. Because you're perfect. At some point I need to add our little bits of for like Dono and everything like that at the bottom of the stream screen. But not right now. Right now, I'm just here to vibe and be excited to be back with all of you because I've missed you all so goddamn much. Okay, alright, let's talk about some stuff. Please and thank you. Alright. Bless. I don't know what's happening with the weather app. Oh, fuck you. Alright, well that actually... For those of you who've started the timer, thanks for reminding me that that's a thing that exists. What's great about this is, my new partner has never seen me stream, and I guarantee he's going to pop in here when I'm doing one of these at some point, because that would just be my luck. I don't think he knows that I'm currently live. I don't think he's ever popped in here because we started doing it after I'd stopped streaming. And I'm gonna laugh my entire arse off if this is the voice he comes back to, because you would fucking do that to me. I love it, but it's fine. This is right on track with a year. I should have realized that a year's worth of not doing any of this for all of you, that the fucking things would stack up. I got to turn off some of these. I don't remember how they've changed a lot of things. It's fine. Completely normal reaction to things, honestly. I love all of you so much for doing exactly this. That's fine. Checking those now. Thanks so much. Listen! And you're still on thin ice about that, alright? And you're still on probation. What I need to do is, if Voodoo's around to make this happen, what I need to do is start a timer on the screen, so that starts when I begin. I will. I need to start a timer on the screen so that people who are popping in know what the fuck's going on, so that they know she's doing a Scottish accent because of the channel points, not she thinks she's Scottish, what the fuck is she doing? Especially because I've got mutuals who are actually Scottish, and I feel like they are going to yell at me if I'm pretending, and they don't know that I know I'm pretending, and that they don't know that it's a stupid fucking voice acting challenge that I decided to hoist upon myself. Fuck you, Richard. Lovingly. Absolutely lovingly. It's fine. I love everything that's happening right now. Truly, I wouldn't think of a better way to come back into this. On honestly, I can't imagine coming back in and not having you all immediately fuck with me in some weird sort of way. I started re-adding all the images and sounds to mix it up because I moved everything on my desktop onto different storage areas in between now and last year when I last streamed, and so nothing on Mixed Up was popping up, and now it is like the hype train R2 should go, and the noise, not that that's the thing we're doing today, but like if we did, that should work in theory, because it's one of my favourite things. I made sure to put it up. In theory, the gifted subs or the fireworks should happen. I did get some new fireworks and modes I haven't been able to put in yet, but I'd like to put them in at some point or replace some of the ones I have. I've been doing some upgrades. What makes me sad is the person I bought this new overlays from, which by the way, do you all like the new theme and the stars and the magic? Because I'm kind of obsessed. Unfortunately, before I could buy everything, I was going to buy her entire package. The seller is not on Etsy anymore. Like, it was 2 weeks ago that I recently bought something from her, and then she just, like, fucking vanished. So I don't know what's happening with that, and that concerns me. And I swear, if it's because of one of those fucking... Yay, thanks, I'm glad you like it. I swear if it's because so many of these people are being run out of business because of the stupid fucking AI overlays that they can't keep up anymore. And it sucks. And I'm devastated for them, but also I'm hoping she comes back because I want the rest of this package, because I want my starting soon to match, and it currently doesn't, but that's fine. It's alright. Anyway, so we're just gonna play out the rest of this accent until it's time to talk actual Q&A things for Mapweaver, because I feel like I shouldn't do that in the accent because it feels like a mistake. Yes, please turn them off for this stream. Richard got one. Thank you. Richard got one in. He is a lucky bitch that he got one in as the last one of this stream, because I love all of you, but I do have a schedule to keep today where this is technically part of the Kickstarter and not just me fucking around having a good time. So thank you, Renee. I hope you saw that. That is what I hope you saw it. I confirmed. So that's great. You're perfect and amazing. There's my timer. You're welcome. You're welcome. And, you know, bite me. Because what the fuck? Thank you, you're perfect. I know the delay is a bit of an issue, so I was not sure. Okay. Cool, excellent. Love you for that. Alright, oh, that's awesome! Thank you. I hope you're liking it. So, real quick final housekeeping things before I jump into actual productive things for today. I eventually need to get a dono bar down there, and I don't know if my current tip jar is accurate. Let's find out. But I did just have a month of basically couldn't work. So for those of you who don't know, because I have not been talking about it super publicly, I completely wrecked my knee on this desk, actually. I crossed my legs real hard, slammed my already surgically dealt with, knee real hard against a metal corner, and I was genuinely concerned that I had torn my knee again. I haven't, it's just a sprain. I shouldn't need surgery or anything, it should just but I had about 2-3 weeks of the month where I simply could not, pick up shifts. Like, they kept trying to call me and I couldn't work, I couldn't get there. And yeah, so we're gonna basically, it was awful. It's just awful. So basically everything that is, any donations that come are just going towards bills and just normal rent and stuff right now, because they can't go towards anything fancy, because I'm just trying to make up for the fact that I was stuck off work. It's getting better now. I'm back to work now, but I had a big chunk of time where I didn't. It was terrifying. PayPal has made their whole setup less user-friendly every single update they do. Every single update they do. That is the PayPal. Should people want to help and be in a position to do so. But enjoy your lurk! Love that you came in to throw chaos at me and then vanished again. A choice, to be sure. Come fight you. Okay. So, that was thing 1. Thing 2. I am in the process still of overhauling and fixing up all of the alerts and overlays and all that stuff. Would you all be interested in a just chatting body doubling stream where I did that, or would you rather I just come back all fully sorted and ready to go? I feel like I know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway because I would like to confirm one way or another before I just start doing stuff. So yeah, okay, cool. So, and third thing though, most of the rest of this stream is going to be Kickstarter Q&A. So if you have questions, I will get to them. I would love you to drop them in the Q&A in the Discord, or else drop them just right here in chat, and I will get to everything that I can. I mean, I'm planning on getting to everything. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to get to everything. So that's the plan right now. Oh, and then moving forward, I should be able to get back to cozy gaming streaming here soon. We're trying to get Cody into oh, okay, appreciate it. We are trying to get Cody back into it as well. We're both just very excited about that. We're excited. We're gonna have a good time. So that being said, any further questions, comments, concerns before I jump into the actual professional section of today? I do realize it's a Pixie branded professionalism, so it's still gonna be a little bit chaotic, but you all wouldn't have it any other way, would ya? No. So I will give you a moment to catch up on that and let the time delay get with it, and then if no one has anything to add, we will get started. Alright, check some things. Yep. Alright. Looks like we're probably good. Okay. Let us get started then. And hi, friends. Okay. So, for those of you who don't know, or have not seen, I have recently... Hi! I'm doing okay. How are you? Happy to be back. Also, y'all, clip the hell out of stuff, because I don't know where anything is anymore. I know nothing, and I'm trying really hard to just exist. And it's been a rough year. It's been, I'm just trying to survive. But, welcome! Hi! Welcome in. I don't know if Mix It Up is making the noises or not, for some of these, but welcome. At some point there will be sparkly noises for people who are new, following, and joining us. So, two years ago I started a Kickstarter. God, that's a painful amount of time to mention. Oh, I love that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You're very sweet. I love you hear that. I hope you're doing well. And I hope the crocheting is gonna go well. Quick recap about the Kickstarter. Originally, because if you are new or if you are old, hello, I am an author. I'm a fantasy author. I've had people from the beginning of my series beg me to make it a D&D class. Beg me to write the characters from the books into D&D pantheons or adventures or any of those things. They've asked me, how do I make a Mapweaver class on D&D? They've come to me and said, hey, I made Farron your pirate god, a god in my pantheon in my games. and that's flattering and wonderful, and I love seeing the world come to life like that. Like, that's incredible in a way that I never expected. And my plan was, because I love D&D, Cody and I were running a D&D channel together at that point, my plan was to build a Dungeons and Dragons setting and sort of supplement to go with D&D 5e, be D&D 5e compatible, but based on my world and my books and my series. 8 days before the launch of my Kickstarter, Wizards of the Coast pulled their first of many, many, many bullshit stunts in the last year or so, almost 2 years now, where they changed the OGL rules, which is the Open Gaming License. Open Gaming License determines how you can utilize their products legally, basically. The mechanics, the familiar builds of characters. Basically, OGL, existing as it did, gave small creators permission to make and sell D&D content. Not D&D adjacent, actual Dungeons & Dragons content. That is how it existed. That is how it lived. That is how a lot of small creators make their entire living even to this day. Fuck you, Wizards, for fucking with that. It's not only were they trying to make it illegal for some people to do it, they were also trying to take massive royalty shares from the creators who were doing the work. And bonus, the thing that drove me away from it was, they snuck a little thing in that essentially said, if we like what you make with our system, we can just take it. We can just take it without crediting you. And no offense, but the Mapweaver Chronicles is a series that I've spent 20 years of my life working on at this point. This is my world. I have a fucking tattoo of it. This is my world, not theirs. And I'm not willing to let a massive corporation own my intellectual property. So with about a week to go before the Kickstarter launched, because it was already scheduled and programmed and ready to go, and too late to stop it at that point, I had to do a complete 180 and transition from building on a familiar setting and mechanics and system and a recognizable name brand, and instead shift to creating my own entire role-playing system setting and source book from scratch. That has proven to be more complicated than I originally imagined when I started this. Now, we knew it would take a little more time than planned, but originally in the promise of the campaign, I said December 2024 was the latest possible delivery date. I said if everything goes wrong, I will still be able to deliver by 2024. The universe saw that as a challenge, and more things went wrong than I could have possibly anticipated. I'm not just talking about with me and with my artist and with my husband and with just our lives. I'm talking with the industry as a whole. The AI takeover got horrible. I've had to now completely change where I'm sourcing my art from, which has made it remarkably more expensive. In addition, Adobe having their really, really terrible business practices and really just, once again, leaning into the AI that could steal my product from me, I had to completely cancel all of the programs I was using to build this, like InDesign and Photoshop and Adobe Stock, and have to start over. There's a lot I have to start from scratch again now that I had put a lot of work into in the last 2 years. That's obviously going to push our timeline, which is why Q&A-wise I would like to discuss timeline first. Because unfortunately, I do not have a good answer for you. The answer is, we're actively working again, and we're actively making forward progress. The answer is, I really, really hope that I will be no more than a year late, and that this will be able to be delivered in its entirety by December of next year instead. That's the hope. I'd love it to be earlier, but that's the hope. Everything sold, everything out, everything delivered, everything arrived and done and fulfilled by December 2025 instead of 2024. Now, that's actually not a huge delay, relatively speaking, if you've ever belonged to any kind of large Kickstarter. I mean, Cody paid for one 5 years ago that is 4 years late now. They are still working on it, though. They are still communicating. They've sent out half of it. Sometimes these processes just take longer, especially for something like me, where I'm a team of one, and I have some lovely volunteers like Voodoo who are helping. But that is thing one on the timeline. Thing two that really matters in conjunction with the actual scheduling is the finances. If y'all remember, we raised approximately $16,000. Now, more than 1,000 of those were pledges that did not end up clearing. So we ended up being about 15 instead of 16, and I had promised stretch goals at the $1,600 budget. Not a problem. Can adjust, can find more affordable versions of these. However, the budget included Manny, my artist, who was doing it essentially for free. That budget largely included, if you remember the original campaign, largely included living expenses for me and Manny to work on this project full-time. And for a couple of months, we were able to do that and focus a lot. I was streaming a lot doing this. I was working very hard on this. Manny's working very hard on this. Most of the art that he churned out was in that first 2-3 month period. And then life got real bad. Cannot go into all the details for mental health reasons of people involved, but things got really bad. And we had to prioritize other things. By the time we got back into it, we were being evicted from our home. All of this AI nonsense was starting to take over. And Manny is now temporarily, when we moved, we could not take him with us. He is still doing pieces for the project, but not nearly as many as he was going to be able to with the budget that we had allowed. So now, all of the rest of the art budget is coming directly out of my pocket. Which brings me to part 2 of the timeline. A lot of this timeline is dictated by my ability to raise the money to put back into it, to make up the difference. To make up the difference for the fact that now I have to purchase art that was supposed to be stock art. I'm happy to and eager to hire new artists. But I'm hiring artists for things that were supposed to be stock art until the stock art industry was taken over by AI bullshit, and I refuse to have AI in this project. I'm not doing it. So that's budget I have to make up. The Manny budget. He was well on his way and more than happy to continue to produce art for the much cheaper amount that the project budgeted, because when all was said and done, he wasn't doing it for cheap. He was doing it for thousands of dollars a month, because that's what we were paying in rent. So, like, it was more expensive than, trust me, it balanced out in a real big way. Exactly, sourcing art is very, very expensive. But I believe in this project. I believe in having good art, good quality art, which I will get into in a moment. But to that end, I have completely shifted my Patreon into continued funding for this project, basically. Every cent that is there is going to go towards making up the difference of the things that I'm now having to pay out of pocket, which means it can happen faster. The timeline will essentially be dictated by the finances at this point. There's a lot of great mechanics work that Cody and I were just talking about earlier this week even, that I'm very excited to be rolling out in future updates. I'm getting it all, like, cleaned up and organized so it makes sense. But as far as mechanics, the actual build of the book is finally back on track and coming along great. I kind of hit a mental block when everything fell to pieces because I didn't know how to move forward. I know how to move forward now, and everything's just started going again beautifully, which I'm very excited about. I will show you guys some of that here in a minute. But the hiring of the artists and the formatter, those are the big things. I know our budget for actual printing, that's not a problem. I know our budget for shipping, that's not going to be a problem. It is the art and the formatting and the interior design of things I was supposed to be able to do myself or with very limited help, I now need to really expand for. So, if you're not already a member of the Patreon, you can head over there and check it out. Every little bit helps, and that is going to really keep the timeline moving at a quicker pace. If not, I'm working my ass off, and I am, yeah, oh no, you've seen it. So is Morgan, she's not here right now, but oh god, yeah. It's been a lot, it's been a blast. I'm very excited to show off the real nitty-gritty inner workings of what I've been doing, because I have been back in it in a big way. Sometimes all it takes is one kick in the right direction to make the creativity work again. And I got that recently, and it's helped a lot. I will go into a little more detail about where I got it during Q&A, and we'll talk about that. But that is the bottom line on timeline, and it sucks. It sucks. Like, that's. Thank you for being happy to wait. I really appreciate that. I'm sure not everybody is happy to wait, and that's really understandable. You paid money for this product. and I had to go radio silent for a very long time. That's a very frustrating thing. I understand how frustrating that is. I really do. I am also frustrated. I wanted this to be done already so I could move on to the next thing. Not because I wanted to have been finished already so I could be delivering these this Christmas. I also like holding my finished product in my hands. I really, really was devastated to have to take this long to get here. The plus side is, though, some things have fallen into place, especially recently, that have made it very clear that while those delays sucked, the product that is going to come out of it is going to be better than it was going to be before. By a lot. Hi, hello! Welcome back! Thank you so much, I appreciate you. So, this project is going to be better than planned. And I can only show you, in a minute here what I'm talking about, but there's some amazing things that have come out of these delays. Because while I was depressed and I was radio silent and I was dealing with a lot of other things over the last year, my brain apparently was still working on this. My brain was apparently still working on this project, and I'm really excited about that because it means... Kippo, come back. Let's go. Wait for Kippo to come back. Yes. There are things that I would not have done if I had finished this on time. And I think the finished product is going to be better. By a lot. And again, Patreon's gonna help with that. The great thing about transitioning my Patreon is, yes. Oh my god, yes, correct. The weather app is being a little weird right now, Muggle. I appreciate you. What do you mean a hype train is close? No, it's not. It's my first day back. Shh. Incorrect. Twitch is lying to all of you. So, we have a lot to go over, we have a lot to share, very, very excited. But mostly, there's some really, really incredible things coming that were not going to come if I had finished this whole thing on time. New mechanics, new character types, new plans for future expansions. Basically what roping the Patreon into it has done. Remember how I was telling all of you I wanted to write adventures for it? I wanted to have little individual dungeon alchemist maps. I wanted to have, like, all of the world building and all of the stuff. Patreon allows me to continue offering those, basically, which means I can be very realistic about what needs to go in the player's handbook and what can be a separate thing. The player's handbook and the setting of the game is separate from individual adventures that I was gonna want to tell. That's a good thing, because it means I can keep a open realm of adventures on Patreon and print them into and still print them and send them and all those things, but I can keep adding to that, as opposed to, well, I have to think of all of them right now, and then once I send it, they're I'm like, no. I can focus on the book. I can focus on the mechanics, the world, the playable ancestries, the paths, all of that stuff. And I can put adventures on Patreon. I can put world building on Patreon. If I make a new version of one of these character types, I can put it on Patreon, and it can just live there. And a lot of that content's gonna be free, so it's not like you're gonna have to pay for it necessarily. It just depends. But yeah, that is gonna be a good thing. I think that's gonna be a really, really great thing. But more importantly, sorry, I need my chapstick, and it's in my pocket like a fool. What is wrong with me? There we go. Yeah, thanks. Hi, friend. Right. So, advanced audio properties. What are you doing? Why are you like this? Alright. I'm gonna monitor because I'm apparently not monitoring, and that's bothering me. Okay, cool. Let's see if that does anything. Type having the Patreon as dumping ground for the yes and. That is exactly what it is. It is a dumping ground for the yes and. It is a dumping ground for the excess. It allows us to make sure the product that all of the backers are getting is clean and organized and self-contained. You don't need everything. Exactly. It gives the place of the distractions to live free. That's a perfect way to put it. Thank you so much. Also, we have started an official Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channel just dedicated to the Mapweaver Chronicles. That includes this project. Okay, cool. Speaking of cool stuff, though, let's dive into some of that, because I have really, really cool things to share with all of you. All right. Thank you so much. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really excited about this. Like, I haven't been this excited about this project in a while, guys. Like, I fucking stoked. So I'm gonna really quickly add a source, add a window capture. Trello. To show, there it is. Good, it knows. All right, cool. But we are going to make it small. I don't know where to put it. We are going to delete that, and we're gonna real quick build a new scene. Because we're adults here who know how to do this. Good, amazing. Let's add a source. Let's chat while I do this. Just really quickly, just to talk. Because I have these things. Let's go. Okay. Browse. Good, amazing. You're gonna be amazing. Desktop, Twitch Chaos, Animated, Starlit Skies. What do you mean no cutout? Oh, right, yeah. Hi! Hello! I have to transition in just a second. Hold on. Let me add really fast existing things. Great. Oh, God, he's big. It's just all Kippo all the time. You guys cannot see my other window, but it was hilarious. It's like, oh, shit. The fox has taken over the whole page. Hi, thanks, welcome. I don't mind the fox taking up the whole page. I love that, quite frankly. Hype! Kippo hype! But I am going to make sure to add my audio before I pop over to the other channel, or the other page, otherwise we're gonna have a bad time. Just as a for instance. Alright, cool. But also, if you haven't seen already, check out my new transitions. I do love them. Alright, let's... Are you flipped? Are you reversed? You're reversed. Flip over. Hang on. Transform. You're going to flip. That's better. Yes, yes, baby. There we are. Okay. Please bring back my camera so you can... Hi! What was epic? Hello. Hi, I love you for this. Thank you so much. We're also gonna change this, actually, because I don't need it to be the bottom bar right now, because right now I'm not using the bottom bar, so why would I... Nope, you are that. Hello! Yes, please. Pixie bots transform! Hang on. I'm doing the thing. That is wrong. That is incorrect. I'm so sorry you can hear me. I'm rebuilding everything on the fly right now, and it's fine. Everything is normal here. Everything is normal here in Pixie Hollow. Hello. Ah! Where's my camera, guys? Video capture device. I found me. Hello. Good. I need to not be that big. I need to not be that big at all. I'm sure it's fine. Everything is normal here. I've got this. I'm having perfectly normal responses to perfectly normal stimuli. Everything's great. Welcome to chaos. How do I do that again? Alt. Alt. I remembered. Go me. Amazing. Phenomenal. Perfection. Okay. All I wanted to do was show you all the window capture. Trello. Boom. Got it. No, God, don't be behind me. Don't be behind my face. Stop it. There we go. We got this. We're doing great. I don't know why the weather isn't working yet. That is a later problem for future Pixie. It's not a today Pixie thing. They really do. I'm sure it's fine. Okay. Good. Can we all see that? I am also going to have to add the chat back in. We're doing great. Hello. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a different, it's a different shape of chat. God damn it. Why is it a different shape of chat for this one? Ahoy! Hello. What's up? Alright, we're nailing it. Okay. Stream elements. 1 sec. While I get new chat up. Okay. 1 sec. Gonna make it work. Nope, that's the wrong tool. That's the right tool. Stream tools. No. Static. How you guys doing? Hello! How are you? I am having a time. It's my first stream back in a year. And I'm remembering in the moment, live, to rebuild some things. Like the ability to share with all of you. We gave a shout out to Queen Maverick, correct? Yes? We don't want to upset the Fae here, especially here. That's like, Humanesque is so accurate. Yeah! Oh god. Alright, we're doing great. We're doing great here, guys. Truly. Gameplay over. Okay, good. Go up there. Okay. Excellent. You recognize some of those troll spaces? As you should. I'm about to show off. I'm very excited about them. Very excited about them. Let me add the video, you son of a bitch. Amazing. Position size. Don't forget to listen. I will do my best. By 1080. Hold on. Ah, good. Excellent. Cool. Literally all of this is just so that I can get my chat the right size and in chat where it belongs. That's it. That's all I want. It's all I want from you. It's all I want in the world right now. This was the kind of fear that was stopping me from going live much sooner, by the way, was I was under the impression in my stupid little pixie brain that I had to do everything perfectly all at once before I could come back. And we all know that's not true. So good. Excellent. Wrong chat. Good. Amazing. You go away, and you save. And you come here. Great. Keep chatting, it helps me align the thing. Great. Listen. Technically, I know that. Technically. Thank you. You're very sweet. Where is it? You. Why aren't you there? Why aren't you showing up? You have copied. Yes. Paste. Okay. There you are. Found it. I said what I said. Argue with the wall. Okay. Yes, Mom. I love you. You're wonderful and perfect. You and my partner would get along very well, unfortunately. I love you too. Oh, thank you. Thanks. My dice don't suck. I will say. Oh shit. Oh, we've gone too far. Oh no. Must shrink. Thank you. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I know you will. I know you always do. You all do. You're all perfect. And I love you all very much. And thank you. You're sweet. You're very sweet. I don't deserve you guys, but thank you. Okay. You're nice. I love you. Okay, now to what I was actually here to show you all. It might be time to check dosages. Okay, if I move this over here, will it recognize still where the window is supposed to be? Okay, cool. Excellent. So I can see what I'm doing. I have moved, I'm switching screens. So we have been dealing a lot with, to give you all some sneak peek into the world and the everything. This is my original everything Trello board. This is the original board for all the stuff and all of the plans I had, and it got overwhelming. Now this is Voodoo's version of that exact same thing, except for she's way more organized. And as you can see, just to showcase that, hey, I promise we've been working real hard on stuff, this is all artists. This is all sorted. This is all... These are ones I want to commission, but don't know what for yet. These are ones I want to commission for the tarot cards. These are ones I want to commission for concept art. These are ones I want to commission for items. Hello! Hi. Oh, that made me happy. These are my map babies. Where did she go? There's one missing from here who should be on here. Oh, no. She's not missing. She's just in the I'm actually already commissioned her space. Got it. We're good. These are the, we're not gonna use these for one reason or another. These is new. Thank you for doing this, Voodoo. I've just now noticed that it's here. I've just been, like, making notes for Voodoo, and she's been coming behind me and fixing things and figuring it out. But as you can see, we've been working, and also we have for review. We have stock arts and supplemental artists for review, which means we're going to be vetting them heavily to make sure that there's not a single sign of any kind of AI in their work. We will be putting that to the Discord at some point soon, because multiple eyes on it is going to help the project along and is going to help us make sure that we are doing everything right by you. We are very, very committed to the no AI promise. We're not letting anything slip through the cracks. So multiple eyes on it is going to help. She's right here in the, because I've already commissioned her and I'm already working with the miraculous matriarch of maps, and I'm very, very excited about that, and I will be showing off that shortly. But so we've got our art board, we've got our typesetting board, we've got all of the, like, I have an artist checklist section for making sure that Like, we will prioritize artists that specifically say no AI. Like, as a matter of fact, our new map maker has a contract stipulation that says if it is discovered you use AI in conjunction with any of this project that I am a part of, you will remove my work from your project. Love it. Love it. I want to hire her 10 more times. Genuinely. Love it. So as you can see, we've got all of that going. And then I started doing this. Aha. So this is my new baby. This is the book layout board. This is a visual representation at the drop of a hat, at moment's glance, that says, hey, I know what I need. I know what I'm looking for. Here's my cover. Here's going to be the standard edition. Here's going to be the special edition once it's ready. I can see it there. Here's the front matter that I need in the book and what I need to make sure I'm writing. Here's the core mechanics and how to play. Here's build a character. Here's it. And all the art we already have is in its specific section. Where it needs to go, where I think I want it to go, where I want, like, anything that is remotely finished is going to be uploaded directly onto this board. As you can see, we have a lot of art left to commission. But being able to look at it all in this space is going to help me know, like, okay, great. This is where I need to hire more. This is where I need to hire less. This is what and it's going to keep on building that way. Yeah, it's awesome. I'm really excited about it. So I've got all of the, and anytime I'm able to write details about it, anytime, like, I know, for instance, that I'm going to have to commission section divider art. Probably a big piece, a really cool, unique, interesting piece for section divider that'll look different than Manny's art. That's okay, that's awesome. And once we get our little filler arts done, I can even upload them into here and I can showcase, like, and then when I do have, thank you, Ghost, you're wonderful. I'm very excited to be back. It's not going to be as long of one as I would like today because, I have evening plans that I cannot reschedule, and I started later than I wanted to, but I started. That is what matters. I am very excited to be back. I've missed all of you very, very much. Truly, so much, actually. Thank you. So, I've been doing a ton of work on all of this. It's been a lot. It has been, thank you, you're perfect. It's been quite a bit. I have whole sections I would need to write about how they impact gameplay. I know what I need to write and what I need to work on mechanically. Having it organized like this has helped me have less of a, oh shit, I just have chaos information in my head I don't know how to get onto paper, and more of a, here's an outline for the book. Here's a visual outline for the book. Here's where I know I need work. Here's where I know I'm okay. Book. So that is very, very exciting for me, honestly. Like, even right now, the Elementalkin, if you saw my recent update, they were originally going to be, essentially a Genasi-esque, playable ancestry, until I realized they would actually be better based on how magic works in this world. They're each going to be their own separate ancestry. So instead of adding one Elementalkin ancestry with a lot of sub-ancestries, I am instead adding multiple new ancestries across the board for this. If you've read all of Worldbreaker, you will, for instance, probably know where these ice ones will have come from. What massive magical event in the world of the book created these? Fun fact, a massive magical event in Worldbreaker also created the Starfallen. That is why they exist. They exist based on one chapter and one moment that changed history. So developing those has helped me. That's, again, a thing I might not have developed if I had finished this on time. Because I was thinking of it in the back of my head for months. And it just suddenly clicked one day where I was like, oh, this is what they are. This is where they came from. Oh, it's exactly this moment. And that flavors the creation of the ancestry a lot more. So again, the delays, while frustrating, are going to end up being a good thing. the world itself is going to be able to expand in a much more organic way that's going to make it a lot more fun for you all to play. And I have come up with some new, in general, just gameplay things that I think are going to be really, really interesting. Oh, it's going to be so cool when it's done. I am so excited about it. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, look at these babies. How could you not want to play them? I agree, Jen. Look at them. They're perfect. I love them so much. I love them so much. But like, there's so much fun we're going to be able to have. I'm very, very excited about it. So these are great. That is oh, thank you, Ghosty, you're perfect. I love you for that so much. You're all wonderful, and I adore you. Every single one of you. Okay. So, as you can see, we're not lying to you when we say, good God, we've been working. Also, good God, we've been working on the tarot. I don't want to spoil all of it for you guys, but we have specific symbolism and moments from the book to cover the entirety of the major arcana. The whole Fool's Journey, if you are familiar with the Raider-wide system. Morgan, I'm going to be doing a profile on November, as one of my Mapweaver Monday updates. She is the one helping me develop this entire deck. We sat for like a whole day, back and forth on Discord, 2 days maybe, for hours, nailing down the symbolism of every single card and suit. I did post a massive update about the suits and how they behaved, that I shared on... That is really fair, actually. We have nailed down so much of this. Morgan is even in here writing down the symbolism of exactly what they mean upright and exactly what they mean reversed. And she's doing so much work on this, it's incredible. I am helping nail down the storytelling things and commissioning the art for them. But I'm gonna be doing a big profile on her in November. Because her birthday month is November, so the day before her birthday is a Mapweaver Monday, so I figured that was like a nice little thing. And we've even changed some of the symbolism, not many of them, but we've changed some of the symbolism of a couple of the major arcana cards. If you are familiar with how that works, we're going to be doing an entire update just on the mechanics of how these cards are going to work within the world, but we're going to wait till we've got a little bit more of this set in stone for you. For instance, we are renaming the card that Darby is going to be the Historian. That is going to be, instead of the Hermit, it is the Historian. And it works for this. It works very, very, very well for the symbolism of the card in general. And it just sort of fits. Really, really stoked about that, actually. So yeah, we've been working our fucking asses off. Again, huge shout out to both. Yes, hello. Huge shout out to both Voodoo and Morgan for just, oh boy, sticking with me on this. Could not have gotten this far, could not have gotten back into his headspace without them. Genuinely couldn't. But also, could not have gotten back into this headspace without Devin. If all of you are not aware, I have a new map maker finally. It's taken me a very, 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 very long time emotionally to set myself into a place where I felt comfortable finding one to do what my dad was always supposed to do, which is expand upon the world map and make it more than just that little section, especially for the world state that is going to be starting this game. I needed an artist I could trust. I needed an artist whose work spoke to me. And there were two specific map makers who I've seen around online for a very long time. And immediately my heart and soul were just content looking at their work. And on a whim the other day, I reached out and tagged them in a thing, and knowing that I could probably never afford to work with them, knowing that I could probably never afford to, knowing that I could never afford to, knowing that I could probably never afford to work with them, knowing that I could probably never afford to do, or they would be busy, or they wouldn't be commissionable, all these things. But Devin responded. And if you've ever watched Critical Role, you will recognize this cartographer and their amazing, incredible work. They actually were excited to work on this project with me, and that, more than anything, made me excited to get back to work. Something about somebody who has big corporate clients wanting to work for a small creator like me made me believe in myself again in a really, really delightful way. And I am so excited about bringing her onto the project. The other map maker I have spoken to, and as soon as he knows his schedule, he's actually going to get back to me about also being a part of the project, but I don't want to officially, until I've actually paid and signed a contract, I don't want to jinx anything. But this I am so excited about, I was crying. Like, Cody had to, like, pull me away from my phone. He's like, it's okay, you're fine. I was like, no, you don't understand, look how good she is, look how pretty it is. Look at, I was so excited. I am still so excited. She is absolutely going to be able to breathe life into the world map that I was not prepared for. And I am really, 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 really excited to share with all of you when it's done. Because my brain needs something solid. I imagine a lot of things, but part of the world building process when my dad was making my original map helped me think of new story ideas. Having someone else take the chaos of world building that I have spit out and make it into something visually cohesive is going to help me continue to tell stories in it. And that was always the plan, was to tell stories in the world as a whole that overlapped and mixed and matched and blended. And that's one of the reasons I'm excited about the role-playing game, is it will allow all of you to tell stories in that world too. But it's daunting if you don't have a map maker and a map. And trying to do it myself was overwhelming and was getting in my own way. Finding someone who's excited about it makes me extremely happy. So I'm stoked about that. I'm going to actually do a shout out because they also stream. And nope. Why did you shout out me? Don't shout out me. Why did you shout out me? Why did that happen? If you can fix that, Voodoo, because that is the wrong person, that would be amazing. But regardless, we're very, 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 very excited about that. I'm thrilled about that. I cannot wait for all of this. So we'll get you a shout out. Everyone should go follow them. Everyone should go follow Devin everywhere. Thank you. But I shouldn't have to shout out myself on my own channel. Everyone should already know who I am. But thank you. I appreciate that. So any questions so far before I dive into we've covered timeline, we've covered what now the Patreon is doing and why it's important to the timeline. We've covered a lot of that stuff. Questions for, I gotta change the wording of that command. I will do it later. Questions for me before I dive into the Q&As from Discord. I'm gonna assume no. Yeah, I know. Okay. How do I feel about the new transition, by the way? Do we like it? Okay. Awesome. Not a channel. I don't know where their stream is then. Interesting. I'll find them. Because they are somewhere. Okay. Let's talk, though, about... Here for the ride and the vibes. I love that. I am here to give both of those things. Okay. Let's talk Q&A, though. Okay. Like I said, we've had a lot of questions about timeline, and I will post a true thing about that as well. But... There! That! Thank you. Good. Perfect. Thank you so much. I thought I was already following them. Apparently I was not. I suck. Thank you. Everyone please go follow the new map maker. Because, yes. Absolutely go. There's no reason why we shouldn't all be following her anyway. Incredible artist. Okay, so I'm gonna go down the list, and answer everything here, and I will hopefully be able to get some clean... No, it's Devin_Rue on other platforms, and so that was on me, for not... Thank you. Cool. Alright. Yeah, Red Bull. Okay. So, Jantine asked, will there be crafts that impact gameplay, like cooking, smithing, textile crafting, perhaps? Impact can, of course, vary from you can make stuff for sale to this impacts points in whatever. Yes. Yes, there will be. I have been working on, essentially... There's a couple new fun mechanics things that I'm working on. One of those is essentially determining other ways players can interact with the world. I have a massive post coming up about this soon. I've started writing a really big blog post to go up on Patreon and Kickstarter and my website and just everywhere about the mechanics and the gameplay of Mapweaver RPG. Because, to give you a brief summary, most role-playing games lean heavily into one or the other, either social and deduction and role-playing mechanics, or combat and adventuring and hack-and-slash mechanics. You want to be heroes or detectives. That's often the divide, right? And because of that, most of those games tend to encourage one type of player or the other to join the table, which can be a little bit stressful if you are a new player or you want to play one way and your friends want to play another. My goal with Mapweaver is to make it immersive enough that both types of players can have fun during the same game. How do you do that? You make sure every type of check, every type of investigation, every type of adventure, every type of exploration skill has weight. You make sure those checks are important. And in a world like the Nameless Realm, where magic itself is raw and very alive, and in the case of the world state for the RPG, very new, that kind of behavior is going to get a response from the world itself. It's not just going to be, the monsters, the city folk. No, it could be, the rivers have hidden from you. The wind itself won't speak to you anymore. You have failed this check. Exploration and adventure being put on equal footing. World building and weaponry being put on equal footing is going to change the way the game is played. But because of that, I get to weave in professions and skill sets that seem relatively mundane, like Janty was talking about, crafting, smithing, cooking, and make them important and impactful, as they would be. Video games have managed to strike this balance for years. You go gather crafting materials and that's its own side game, and then you go hunt and you fight. And some games let you equally do both and just focus on one or the other, or do them both at the same time. And yeah, exactly. Thank you. I knew some people would recognize that kind of behavior from things like GURPS and other systems. But it's kind of fallen out of vogue. People have hyper-focused on one thing or the other, and I don't think that's necessary. I think the world is big enough for you to tell all kinds of stories in. Real world and fictional world. Big enough for you to tell all kinds of stories if you want to. It's another reason that I'm excited to keep the Patreon going afterwards, though, is the Patreon's going to allow me to build new charts, to build new interactive story beats, to build new interactive adventures, monster slaying or exploration-wise. I'm also going to be able to weave into the entire world state a exploration sort of feature. We've talked about its Mapweaver RPG. It cannot just be based on the book series of the same name, no. It's the Mapweaver's Guide to the Nameless Realm. That's going to be its own mechanic that I'm going to talk about shortly. But first, because I've been live for an hour and a half and drinking a lot of Red Bull, I'm going to run to the restroom. So you all hang tight. Please behave while I am gone. I'm going to put the starting student screen on because I do not have a BRB screen yet. But I will BRB. Oh, I do have a BRB screen. Hold on. Yep, I will. Yep, bio break. I will be right back, folks. got taken care of. Hello again. I dealt with it. Because when I was coming back from the bathroom, I always keep an eye on chat just in case, and I can ban it from my phone. Hello. All right, cool. So let us continue to discuss. As I mentioned, as I said before, you're good. As I said before I left, I am working on some mechanics that are going to allow characters to interact with the world in various degrees. Because of that, I am going to be adding in some more real-world mechanics should they choose to use them. They can be simple, they can be complicated. It's really going to depend upon the player and their class, or path, is what we're calling them in this game. In addition, and I haven't talked about this yet on Kickstarter or anywhere, so like this will be fun to discuss for the first time here. In addition, I'm introducing a mechanic that essentially fixes the why is this group together question. In the world of the Nameless Realm, especially because conceptually it is new and big. And hi, Meep! And also hi, Randy! Because it is big and new and fancy and wild and relatively unexplored. Adventuring parties are going to be able to pick essentially a type as a whole. Are you archivists here to document history? Are you a party of explorers simply trying to discover as much as you can? Are you a party of mercenaries who want to be weapons for hire? Are you a party of traders and waresmen who want to make a living and sell stuff? You'll be able to change these sorts of party affiliations throughout the game as you go, but each of those types of traveling groups are going to lend your party as a whole some cohesion, some shared goals that are going to help break up some of that why do I trust you bullshit that I hate about group storytelling, and give your party certain advantages. It's also going to be one of the things that determines how the world interacts with you. If your big thing is we are explorers who want to map out, we are cartographer explorers, we want to map unmapped areas, we want to uncover all these places on the map and like find them, that means those checks are going to be more important to you. So the rewards will be higher for your party if they're doing those, but the risks are also a lot higher because you need them more. It's going to lend a replayability that every party dynamic is going to be very different in general, but then add on top of that the fact that your party has a specific guild affiliation, essentially. I think that's a lot of fun. So that is one of the things that's going to kind of I wanted to bring into play the questions that Jantine had about skills that can impact gameplay, crafting, weaving, all those things. Yes, there are going to be those, but you're also going to have party quirks that can impact gameplay like that. For instance, instead of having a background like the sailor background in D&D that says you always gain passage on a ship, if you are, for instance, mercenaries for hire, maybe you always get maybe your whole party always gets passage to a certain extent because you're being hired as bodyguards. Maybe you always get, maybe if you're explorers or you're cartographers, certain supplies are always cheap or free for you because people want to help you with this. Maybe if you're waresmen and traders, you automatically get discounts at other shops because you are a group of traders and waresmen. There's a lot of fun dynamics we get to play with and build, and I will be writing a rule set, maybe not in the book itself, but at least on Patreon, for creating your own factions like that to fit within the world, but that can be like an extended lore thing. But I'm excited about that, and a lot of that spun off of Jantine's question, actually, where I was like, I want people to have that opportunity to build the way they want to build and play the way they want to play, even when they're paired up with people who want to play differently. I want everyone to be able to have a good time. And I'm giving all the tools for that to happen. Exactly. And this is answering that why would I go with them question. And honestly, My goal with this system is to give you enough tools to answer those questions in game and in lore and in the rules that, if people still have those issues, that tells you all you need to know about them as a player. We're trying to weed out the toxic gamers of the world with this, because that's not what it's for. Full offense! So, yeah. If you're it's what my character would do villain, you're just not a good person, and we all need to know that up front about you. So, Jantine, I hope that answers any of that question. Question 2. Let's go. Randy, you are in here. Hello, hi. Will Mapweaver RPG be something that everyone, no matter their experience with TTRPGs, be able to comprehend and play? Yes. One of the things I am doing with the Oracle decks and the Tarot decks is actually making... Hi, hello! Thanks for resubbing, you're perfect. Is to make them... is flexible, accessible, and adaptable are the 3 keywords of this system that I'm trying to work around and with and through. I want to make sure that no matter what your experience with role-playing games is, you have an option for how simple or complex your gameplay can be for you. Simpler rules, pulling tarot instead of rolling dice could be very interesting, but it also is going to limit your ability. You're either going to succeed or fail. Full stop. As opposed to the scale at which you can succeed or fail that rolling dice would afford and adding bonuses would afford you. So essentially I'm going to have the standard rules, and then I'm going to have variant options for more in-depth, less in-depth, essentially. I want it to be easy to pick up and play. I want that, the struggle with that is going to be making sure that those players are balanced with the players who are experienced, so nobody's fucking each other over by accident. Regardless, I'm going to make even the base rules simple enough to understand that you should be able to pick up this book if you've never played a role-playing game in your life and play. And I will be adding resources to in the front matter to help with that. Links to websites to help explain, helpful tips, helpful articles, whatever. And I will be endeavoring to keep that section of my website updated to keep... Yes, exactly. From the baby player to the old sages. I'm going to be endeavoring to keep a section of perhaps the Patreon, maybe just my website, maybe just the Discord, up to date with helpful tips for beginner role players. Because the bar of entry does often seem very high for people, and it does stop people who would be interested in playing from playing. My partner, for instance, who's on his way over right now, and no, you all cannot meet him. I'm not going to spring the camera on at him I'm not going to be like, surprise, come on in, you're live. I'm not a monster. But I am thank you. I am planning on, like, I'm teaching him how to play D&D. I'm teaching him how to build a character. He's been gate-kept out of the hobby for a very, very long time because it's very hard to start fresh. I don't want that here. I don't want that with this system. I don't want that with this game. I want everybody to feel welcome. That's one of the reasons I went with Lore Keeper and Storyteller as opposed to Dungeon Master and Player. I want everyone to feel like they're part of it. So, even in the wording, I'm going to try to make sure that things make sense. The cards are turning out so badass, and it's the timeline stuff. And in addition, so I think that's about it. Full disclosure, my stomach is real mad at me, so I am actually gonna have to wrap it up real fucking quick. Thank you all for a lovely first stream back. I am gonna have to go. I love you all very, very, very much. I'm very, very glad you're all here. I will be doing this again soon. Stop by on the Discord, do all the things. I love you. I'm so sorry that my body just decided to turn on me. I love you all. I will talk to you next time. Thank you for being here.